I'm Sustenance and Covering on the YouTube, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Welcome to Hot Rod Madness, where we believe that every car has a story. Whether your car is a ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machine or a trophy-winning classic with blinding chrome and paint, Hot Rod Madness wants to hear your story. Who knows? Maybe your story will inspire future generations to dream, build, and own their own classic rides. Here to bring you those stories is the host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. Welcome back to Hot Rod Madness. Let's join Tim the Milkman for another episode of America's largest block party. It's Mississippi's 20th annual Cruisin' the Coast.
Hey, Bill, how are you, man?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm wonderful. God, I get to see stuff like this.
Well, I'm telling you, isn't it something?
Look, the milkman has an eye for the hot rods. And when I walked up on this, man, I'm looking at some highly polished brass on that beautiful red.
Absolutely. That's
Wow.
vinyl red paint.
Man, that's amazing.
Sparkles in the sun, doesn't it?
I can tell from over there, this is one heck of a build. And you did it yourself.
Yes, sir. This is the third build in 40 years.
Yeah?
And
Okay.
we've had this build done for about 3 years.
Wow.
And we drive the car. We got a trailer options we pull with it. And we usually have about a 300-mile rule.
Okay.
And it's a whole lot of fun to enjoy and drive.
Yeah, what year is that?
It's a 1915 Ford.
Okay.
It was the very first year Ford made a closed car in 15. It was the last of what you call the brass era.
Yeah.
And it's called a center door. And the center door was a nickname that was given to the car early in its years, and they made the center door till 22.
Yeah, okay.
And after that came 23 with the T's that everybody knows them as.
Yes, sir.
And it was an all steel body. Around all the windows, you will see all the wood that's actually, I love wood so much because I'm in the business of Wabbit's dashes that makes dashes for hot rods.
Okay, that's cool.
And but
Very
I decided to paint them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm noticing the position of the engine. You probably had to cut the firewall back a little bit to get that in there.
Absolutely. It had to go back about 8 inches, and that's a 2.8 Chevrolet V6.
Yeah, that's a V6, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's automatic, cruise control, power steering.
Okay, those engines usually come in like a S10 or
That's
Blazer
correct.
or something
It
like
came
that?
in an 85 S10 engine originally, out of a pickup.
Okay.
All stock.
Yes, sir. And you can still find the polished valve covers for the V6?
No, this actually, no, on this one here, if you look close with all your camera, you'll see all this is all custom machine billet parts because the S10 was basically not a really pretty engine at that
No, it
time.
wasn't.
So everything is all custom billet. Everything underneath the suspension is all custom billet. The back end of the third member is a Jaguar partial suspension.
Yes, sir.
And would you like to look at that for a minute?
Oh, we'll get to it.
All right.
I ain't done with the engine yet,
All
man.
right. Ask away.
The cover on top of the engine.
Custom made.
There's got to be an air cleaner under there.
That's
And so
twin air cleaners, actually,
Okay.
both sides.
Gotcha. So that's something you handcrafted
Absolutely.
in your garage, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. So you're good with the English wheel to try to mold and sheet metal work. God,
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
I'm one of the diehard breeds of I do everything myself, old school.
Okay.
This whole car has been custom built and crafted by myself, with the
sir.
exception of seats. I can't sew.
I'm good with a sewing
Not a good
machine.
sewing machine.
However, somebody is.
Somebody is a good friend of mine.
Yeah, because I got a peek at the interior earlier.
Yeah.
My golly, man, that is awesome. That's beautiful in there, man.
Thank you.
Somebody has a really good eye for design.
And that's what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, for many years, I manufactured dashes for hot rods and antique cars, and retired.
Yes, sir.
And when I built this, I wanted something extremely unique,
Yeah.
one of a kind, catches the eye, extremely comfortable inside.
Yep. Has to be one of. I've never seen anything like it. Can we open a door, maybe?
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna get the camera past the door when you open it. So come on over here, Dollar Bill, and get a peek at that. I'm gonna try to. There you go. Wow, look at this. This dude has a wonderful eye for design, man. You've been doing this for quite a while.
Yes, I have. Almost 38 years. That is Carpathian elm burl that's inside. Comes from the country of Bolivia, the rainforest. All of it has a 60 coat epoxy finish. Those are Dakota digital gauges that's in it. Has a vintage air conditioning system.
Yes, sir.
I did its steering column. Has a 400-watt sound booster system in it, so it does thump very nice going down the ride.
And you know, as small as these cars are, it's got plenty of leg room. You can kick back in that and just cruise comfortably, right?
I'm 6'4". It actually originally was a 4-seater, and the driver sat on the gas tank in 16.
Wow.
And that was not one of Ford's better ideas, was it?
Well, yeah, that's a sore subject
very
there, buddy.
when you go down, as tall as I am, I can stretch both legs out and enjoy it.
Yes, sir. We got the contacts when you shut the door that it operates all the.
Correct.
Oh man, that's nice.
Correct.
Very nicely done, sir. Excellent. All right. Close the door, man.
You bet, sir.
You know why I asked? Oh, look at that. Nice and tight.
There you go. That's where
had to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Operated by remotes if you need be.
Okay. Now, sporting underneath the back of this thing is Jaguar stuff.
Basically, yeah, what you start out with is the pumpkin and the lower swing arms are XJ6,
Yes, sir.
Jag. Everything else you see is custom made and custom machined.
Okay.
Even down, if you look at all the caps that go underneath all the nuts
Yes,
that is
sir.
underneath this whole car are special machined billet nuts.
Wow.
Caps out of aluminum that's been chrome plated and polished, so everything is nice and smooth.
All right. That's gorgeous, man.
Axles are all custom made. If you notice the carriers out on the corner, they're completely custom made and machined too.
Nice.
So everything is live moving as you're going down the road, the axles.
All right. You had a hand in designing this as well, right?
Well, I did the whole design, that's correct.
Wow. You got a machine shop somewhere.
I do have, see that, sir. I do have some of that too.
And a way to polish it up very highly, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When we were younger people, though, it was a whole lot more fun when you were 30 and 40 polishing than when you get to be 70.
You're right.
Or 67.
No doubt about it.
That's
man.
right.
My hot rod back home, it don't have that many polish parts on it.
Here's another unique feature of the fixture. Most people will never notice. These are 3/4 size cow lights.
Okay.
Originally, Ford's cow lights were bigger. There was a company named Wellbaum. Darrell Wellbaum was a famous sheet metal guy and brass maker of radiators and cow lights.
Okay.
And I commissioned him back 30 years ago that I didn't want a full-size cow light. I wanted a 3/4 scale because it was more proportional to the car.
Okay.
So these 4 cow lights you see are 3/4 scale. The handles that's on the side of the car, original stirrup.
Okay.
That's what they call them, door handles,
All
back
right.
of the 15-16 era. Obviously, you can see it has a trailer hitch. That receiver slides out completely blind, and there's a chrome cap that caps over, and it's kind of fun with people when I'm out at rod runs. If I got my chrome cap on it,
Yes, sir.
I ask them, where's the receiver at, you know?
Okay. Nice, man. the detail is absolutely fantastic.
Thank
there.
you. And the underside of the car is painted just as pretty as the top.
Yeah.
Extremely dependable. You could get on here like I usually
Wow.
a 300-mile rule of driving.
Oh man, that's just phenomenal, man.
Fenders are 09 original steel fenders that have been split. Rear fenders have been narrowed 3.5 inches. Front fenders have been narrowed not narrow, but widened 3.5
Yeah.
and 2.5 in the front to keep it under the tires.
They're actually wider than they
That's
used
correct.
to be. Okay.
And that allows us to drop the car down low on the ground because a T is a tall T and it doesn't sit very well on the asphalt.
Okay. I know you had it a long time. However, it being a metal body, just think if that thing could talk. God.
Yeah, think of the bad words it tell me. It got a lot of history in it. You know, when you look at it too, most people don't realize that you have steel, you have aluminum,
Oh, okay.
and then around the sides is wood, and none of it likes each other.
Wow.
So it always has a problem of expansion and contraction you have to deal with.
You know,
It's a
like
maintenance issue.
yeah, like the old Chevys are put together. That's
Absolutely, all
that's
the
just
wood
a
structure.
wood body with sheet metal attached to it.
When
You know,
it rots, it falls into itself.
that thing falls apart after
That's why so many guys now have gotten smarter over the years and progressed to steel
Yeah.
into the cars of replacing with the wood.
Yes, sir.
Because steel, as the old saying, it's an old corny saying, but steel is real.
Steel is real. All right.
Steel is real.
Wow, Bill, thanks for showing your ride on
You're
Hot
very
Rod
welcome.
Madness. Always love to see detailed vehicles like this and the history behind them. That's just wonderful, man. Brian, how are you, man?
I'm doing great today, man.
buddy.
I got this new ride out here, man, and you can see what's going on with it.
That is quite different, but
It's different. It's different.
I bet you get a lot of attention cruising down the street out here.
Yeah, we have a lot of people want to take pictures. A lot. Slow you down, stop you on the side of the road. They want to take pictures. A lot of people are looking,
Yeah.
and they double take because they're trying to figure out what's going on. You know.
What is going on here?
Well,
man?
we had a '91 Chevrolet S10, and we had a leftover boat.
Yeah.
And I figured, you know what? We got to make this happen.
Well, you're making it happen, all right, dude. The boat has, what is this? What type of headlights you got hanging off the side of it here?
It's a Buick, about a 35 Buick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Well,
kind of go with the
yes.
curvature of the boat.
They do. They fit quite well under there.
Yeah.
You're good.
And
All right.
we put a Dodge Caravan seat in it.
Yeah.
And we can actually carry 7 people in it, you know.
7 people.
And we got a DJ speaker in the back of it, and it runs off the phone, you know, Bluetooth. So
Yeah.
we can stand off to the side and play music and all of that, you know. And of course, just like we got right now, we can have some ladies dance. Or men, whoever
Yeah.
wants to do it.
Hey,
you know?
whoever wants to get up there.
Whoever
right?
wants to get up there.
Let's step a little closer, and I got some questions, dude.
Okay.
Where exactly is the motor in this thing, man?
The motor is originally in the same spot as the chassis. It's up underneath this cover right here, and there's just a couple bolts in the cover will fold up, and you can get to it, you know.
Okay.
And we got a couple boat seats that we put in there.
Yeah.
S10 steering column, you know, brake pedals, gas pedal. We just
Yeah.
remade it, everything.
You
to
kept the original steering wheel over there?
it. Yeah, you know, I gotta let my wife think she's driving,
Okay.
so I left the steering wheel for her.
All right. That's
But-
cool, man. You can haul all kind of people in this thing.
That's the point, you know. We go downtown in New Orleans and ride some parades and that, and
Yeah.
that's what we kind of built this for, to ride in the parades,
Yeah.
you know.
That's cool.
And actually, this is our first day out. And when I say first day, it went around the block once, and we
Yeah.
put it on the trailer 2 days ago
All right.
and showed up today.
Okay.
So this is our first, get it off the trailer and go down the highway, and we're still
All right.
rolling, so we're doing good.
It's on an S10 frame
91
with the V6 in it?
V6
Okay.
and 5-speed.
5-speed.
I wish it had an automatic, but that's what we had, so you know we went with it.
Hey, whatever. That's cool. You can still reach the shifter. And,
Oh yeah, well, if we had more time, there's gonna be probably a big giant
yeah.
fishing pole sticking off the shifter.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Big
Oh, yeah.
saltwater rod hanging
That's
up there.
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
That's
what we got.
cool.
So-
All right.
And off the back, we built a little deck, like in the 50s. You know, most boats, they had a little wooden deck off the back of it for the skiers.
Yeah.
So that's what we kind of made a platform in the back.
Okay.
And plus, it helps us get in and out. You know, it's
right.
a little bit easier
Now,
to get in and out.
I got. Here you go. Here's a good question for you. What did they say when you tried to register this thing, man?
They think it's a 91 F10.
Okay.
They don't know no better. Neither
Hey,
does the insurance people.
Whatever.
We'll wait till we get in a wreck or something to see what happens.
Holy crap.
And these are some cab lights off the top of an 18-wheeler.
Okay.
Yeah, we just rewired them
Tail
and,
light.
you know, put some new bulbs and that in it, new sockets, and
Yeah.
got them working. You know, all original S10 harness. I just took it all
Yeah.
apart, reconfigured it, put it back together. You know.
That's pretty wild, sir.
Yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Hot Rod Madness. We invite you to check back with us soon as Tim the Milkman checks out more cool rides from Cruisin' the Coast. From all the crew, thanks for watching Hot Rod Madness.